When Katseye was first introduced to the world, they were set to be a game changer, but behind the screen, this group was part of the biggest feud in K-pop history. Born out of a collaboration between South Korea's HYBE Corporation and America's Geffen Records, the global girl group was positioned to blend the best of K-pop's rigorous training system with the Western pop industry's global power. Fans were eager to see the results of this unprecedented experiment. However, the behind-the-scenes reality of Katseye's formation was far from the polished image they projected in their debut. Some things were hidden from the general public, feuds that if leaked, would change your perception about Katseye, and in this video, we're going through it all. Katseye's journey began in February 2021, a year marked by bold ambitions. The training process was intense, with members selected from 120,000 applicants globally. The trainees were put through a grueling schedule in a training system modeled after K-pop's demanding regime. These young women, placed in dorms and required to train for up to 12 hours a day, underwent monthly evaluations that determined whether they'd stay in the program or be eliminated. Katseye's final lineup was chosen after months of intensive training and competition through the survival show Dream Academy. This was a broadcast reality program that would showcase their journey to debut. The show was meant to reveal the emotional and physical demands of being a pop star, bringing audiences closer to the group members. By November 2023, the 6 chosen members, Manon, Sophia, Daniela, Lara, Megan, and Yoonchae, were voted to debut. However, the smooth trajectory that HYBE and Geffen had envisioned quickly unraveled. While the debut EP Soft is Strong and its singles Debut and Touch performed well on streaming platforms, the previous internal dynamics of the group were strained, exacerbated by the release of the Netflix documentary Pop Star Academy. Much tension in the group centered around one particular member, Manon Bannerman, a trainee scouted from Switzerland.
People who know me don't know that I'm shy. I'm a shy person.
Unlike many of the other girls, Manon had little to no prior experience in singing or dancing before joining the program. Despite this, HYBE had shown considerable interest in her after stumbling upon her Instagram and seeing star potential that went beyond her technical skills. Manon's journey was fraught with difficulties from the start, but what made things rocky was her perceived lack of effort, which caused friction within the group. Manon's decision to live with her aunt instead of the trainee dorms became a point of contention among the other members. Her inconsistent attendance at practices, often citing family commitments and mental breaks, did not sit well with the rest of the group. HYBE's decision to provide her with private coaching in Switzerland raised eyebrows among the other members, who viewed this as preferential treatment. This sense of favoritism grew when Manon ranked 4th in the public voting, while Adela, one of the most hardworking and consistent trainees, was eliminated, coming in last. Adela's shocking elimination caused an uproar within the group and among fans, leading to significant discord. Many, including Lara and Adela, believed Manon's ranking was unjustified, feeling fans voted based on her looks rather than talent, further fueling tensions among the trainees. Towards the end, I'm also going to reveal another shocking theory that could very well be the nail in the coffin for Katseye, so keep watching. The documentary exposed this underlying conflict, showing how Manon's absences were viewed as selfish by the other members, particularly when the stakes were so high. In a survival competition, every missed practice was seen as jeopardizing the group's overall success. Yet, Manon's frequent absences continued without consequence, further stoking the flames of resentment. The turbulence within the group, though private for much of the competition, eventually became public knowledge. Manon overhearing the other girls talking about her behind her back added to the drama. While competition naturally breeds tension, the portrayal of these conflicts made some viewers question whether the other trainees were justified in their criticisms of Manon. What do you think? In a particularly emotional moment, Adela and another eliminated trainee, Naisha, expressed their frustration in a private discussion. They felt that the rules were not being applied equally and that Manon had consistently broken them without facing penalties. This scene struck a chord with viewers, dividing fans into those who sympathized with Manon and those who supported the other trainees. A significant factor contributing to the conflict was cultural differences. Manon, being from Switzerland, was used to a more relaxed approach to work-life balance, where taking time off for personal reasons was normal. In contrast, K-pop training systems and US work cultures prioritize discipline, punctuality, and complete dedication to one's craft. Manon's decision to prioritize family meals over practice sessions was seen as lazy and undedicated by the other girls. What Manon viewed as acceptable behavior, based on her upbringing, clashed with the rigorous, unforgiving nature of the K-pop system, leading to misunderstandings that fueled the discomfort within the group. Despite the rising animosity, Manon attempted to reconcile with the group. In a pivotal scene, she reaches out to Missy, expressing her desire to clear the air with the other girls. During a practice room meeting, Manon admitted her shortcomings and tried to explain her side of the story, pointing out that other members had missed practices too. However, her attempt to defend herself was met with resistance, with Sophia asserting that the core values of the group were discipline and hard work. While the conversation ended on a somewhat positive note, with Sophia acknowledging Manon's potential, it was clear that the underlying tensions were far from resolved. The scene resonated strongly with viewers, many of whom questioned whether HYBE's decision to include these personal moments in the documentary was in the group's best interest. The public voting system introduced a new layer of complexity to the group's dynamics. Fans were given the opportunity to vote for their favorite trainees, which should have provided a sense of fairness in the final lineup. However, the results of the voting clashed with the original lineup that HYBE had envisioned. Many fans were shocked to see that some of the most talented trainees, like Adela and Na Young, were eliminated despite consistently ranking high in the judges' evaluations. In contrast, Manon, who had been criticized for her absences and perceived lack of effort, made it into the final group. This discrepancy between fan votes and the final lineup fueled outrage among fans, leading to further controversy. The fallout from the documentary and the final lineup selection continued to plague Katseye. While their debut EP, Soft is Strong, performed well commercially, the internal rivalry and public backlash began to overshadow their success. Lara from Katseye found herself in the middle of a controversy when Naisha, a former trainee, commented on one of Lara's Instagram posts. Naisha claimed that Lara was holding it down for black girls, which many found odd since Lara is Indian. Fans quickly speculated that this was a subtle jab at Manon, another Katseye member who is black. Naisha later addressed the backlash in a TikTok video, explaining that her comment was meant to praise Lara's ability to inspire all women of color, not to shade Manon, but by then, the damage was already done. On social media, the conversation around Katseye became increasingly toxic, with fans divided between those who supported the final lineup and those who continued to voice their frustrations over the eliminated trainees. The release of Popstar Academy added fuel to the fire, as viewers were given an intimate look at the group's internal struggles. Manon, in particular, faced significant backlash, with some fans calling for her to be removed from the group. Meanwhile, after Popstar Academy, fans took to social media, alleging that Lara and Sophia had been talking behind Manon's back and contributed to her being sidelined during choreography. Manon's fans were particularly vocal, claiming she was being unfairly positioned at the back in performances, while other members, like Lara and Sophia, received more attention. As Katseye continued to promote their music, the unresolved tensions within the group became more apparent. While the girls maintained a united front in public, fans speculated that the conflicts documented in the Netflix series were far from resolved. The release of their debut EP was overshadowed by the ongoing controversies surrounding the group's formation and the tensions between certain members. The question of whether Katseye could overcome these internal conflicts and move forward as a cohesive group remained unanswered. Fans and industry insiders alike speculated about the group's future, with some wondering if the unresolved issues between members would eventually lead to more significant problems down the line. Following the release of Popstar Academy, speculation about the future of Katseye reached new heights. Fans analyzed every public appearance and interaction between the members, searching for signs of lingering conflict. While the girls insisted in interviews that they had moved past their initial disagreements, the documentary continued to cast a shadow over the group's public image. Some fans remained loyal, believing that the group could overcome their challenges and succeed. However, the rumors of discord between Manon and Lara, fueled by the Netflix docuseries, were quickly squashed. Recently, Manon and Lara addressed the speculation with a humorous social media post. They shared a playful TikTok video with the caption, "We're literally fine LOL," set to Zara Larsson's Symphony and featuring dolphins. Their lighthearted response reassured fans, with many praising the duo for their witty approach to the rumors. In an interview, Lara clarified that the documentary footage was from 2 to 3 years ago, and the members had since grown close and supportive of each other. Katseye's journey serves as a cautionary tale about the complexities of forming a global girl group. While the group's potential remains undeniable, the internal challenges they faced, exacerbated by the public scrutiny that came with their Netflix documentary, made it difficult for them to thrive for a period of time. Do you think Katseye still has what it takes to make it to the top? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want Katseye to succeed, subscribe for more K-pop for K-Talk. Check out other videos on my channel, and see you again soon.